Can you hear me?
What up, guys? Are we live? Oh, yeah, we are. There it goes. I was looking at it, but they cannot see us yet because I didn't click the next screen for whatever reason, and I apologize.
Yerp.
Oh, Jared, you said you like Jimmy Cordero? Nice, pop.
Said Frenchie.
No, he didn't. He said
He
Jimmy.
said He said I like Franchie Cordero.
You said Jimmy to me. What's going on, yo? Oh, pow, 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 pow. Good to see you guys. Chat, people in the chat. How you guys doing today? All right, I'm ready to go. I think I'm ready to
People
go.
in the chat.
I think I'm ready to
People
go.
in the chat.
I think I'm ready to go.
People in the chat. People in the chat.
Ready to go?
People in the chat. Yeah.
Ready to go? All right. What is going on, y'all? Today is April 9th. Yankees have just won their third series in a row. I put up 6 fingers. Oh, my God. Yankees have just won their third series in a row. They're 6-3 on the season. Great job. And you know what? We have some questions. We got some injuries. We got some stuff we got to talk about. We got a quiz at the end. Some people like that. We'll talk about that and more in the PinstripeStrong podcast.
Let's do it.
Daddy, chill.
What is going on, y'all? What is going on? It is your boy JoezMcfly, and it is a Sunday
Sunday.
for PinstripeStrong, and we will be talking about the Yankees series against the Orioles, in which they have won. And that's some good stuff. I'm JoezMcfly. That is Chris McFly. Chris, how are you doing today?
You hear that?
That's my kids. They're going crazy upstairs.
Oh, okay. No. As long as it was in your house, because I thought my house was falling.
Yeah.
I thought my shit was about to go off. I'm doing good, man. Talking about the kids. I spent it with my kids today, man, for their birthday. Yeah, man. They turned.
Oh, yeah. Happy
17 this
Easter.
week.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Happy birthday to my kids, man. Had a good day today, man. Had a good weekend overall.
That's awesome.
Yeah, got a fresh Yankee fitted. Went to the MLB store today. Saw some nice stuff. I actually got a Volpe shirt. Bought myself a Volpe number 11 tee, man. I had to get that. Had to add that to the collection. And had a great corn. I got to take it to the spot, Joe. It's a corn dog spot. I don't really mess with corn dogs like that, but Jesus Christ, man. It's really, really good. Feeling good. How you doing?
I don't know about corn. I mean, I'm about to start a whole, it's just bad timing. I'm about to start a whole, diet again and me changing my whole eating habits and all that stuff. So
just eat like how you live.
What?
So you got to do. If you're not, because sometimes we got too many responsibilities. Sometimes we can't go to the gym, so we got to figure it out other ways how to keep active. You know what I mean? So if you're not working out like that, you can't be eating too much. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's, you know what I mean? Because if you're gonna be eating 4 times a day, 5 times a day, but you're not even doing a push-up, that is not really a good avenue. But overall, on cheat days, we could go grab a couple corn dogs. I'm telling you, it's really good.
I don't know. I just don't like the name. I'll be
No,
honest.
I got it.
I don't like the name. Don't like.
How you doing though? How you doing though?
I'm doing good, man. I was pretty tired on, all right, Thursday, Friday. It just felt like a blur because I did the MLB The Show stream on the JM Gaming YouTube, and that was for like 8 hours. We kind of went a little too crazy on that one. And then the next day, 7 a.m., go ahead and go to Baltimore, which I love. Amtrak sent us out there. That's pretty dope, man. Like,
Fire.
It really is. It's not even because they're a paying sponsor, guys. They haven't sponsored this, but that is the best. I hate driving. Anybody that knows, I hate driving long distances. I've driven that distance to Baltimore. I have. It's 5 hours, I think, give or take. It was like 2 hours, 2.5 hours for us on the Acela train. So then that was actually really good. And it was pretty dope, man. Got in there, you're able to shoot the shit with your friends, and you'll be fine. Got down there to the stadium, so I can't complain. Then this weekend, you got Easter, hanging out with the kids, and we were teaching Noah how to catch football because he was like scared. I think he needs more repetition and more confidence and stuff like that because he's like afraid of the ball. Same thing with baseball. He's afraid of the ball. So I gotta get in that with that. But some good stuff, man. It's all about confidence.
Confidence.
You know who's confident right now?
Who's confident?
Yankees. Because they're playing well. Playing well, Chris. It sucks that the day that I go, they lost.
Yeah.
But
That's you 0 for 2.
I'm 0 for 2 on the season. It's not good.
Yeah, that's not good, bro.
It's not good at all. I got to change that. I might have to go to more games. He said, wait a minute. I don't like those percentages. So
the Yankees going to 25 game losers.
I won't stop going. Crazy.
The Yankees end up like out of the playoff picture in July and shit because of you. That's gonna be.
No, I'll stop going if like I go for like 10 straight. They lose all 10 straight, and then they win the next one I don't go to. Then I won't go. Then I'll be like, maybe it's me.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. But 0-2 is not a curse.
Yeah, 0-2 is
not a curse, man. So, you want to talk about these games?
Let's talk about these games, man. The Yankees win another series. You know we like winning series over here. PinstripeStrong, man.
Especially on the podcast on the day that we're talking about it, man. I love that because it's awesome. But yo,
we said it. If they're gonna lose a game, let it be like the first game or the middle game. Not pod day. You know what I mean? You don't want to win 2 in a row and then lose the third game.
Exactly.
If you're going to lose a game, let it be the first one.
Let it be the first one. Or don't lose at all.
Or none. You could
actually, in a 3-game series, I prefer losing the second game because at least, you won one in the series kind of thing. It's kind of hard to win 2 straight against a team sometimes. But the Yankees figure out ways to win their series, and that's good. All right, so first game, Yankees actually lose 7-6. It was crazy because it was a back and forth kind of game. If at first it looked like with the way Clark Schmidt was going, it looked like the Orioles were gonna run away with it. And I thought that the unsung hero in that game was Ian Hamilton, who would come in and restore order in the game. Chris, that was great.
You like Ian? I mean. Hamilton looked like that guy that you just give him like a brown bag full of cash and he just takes care of shit.
Chris,
like
if you go look at his picture on like MLB.com or whatever it is, he looks like a guy you don't want to mess with. It's like a sicko. Yeah, go look for him, please, right now. Everybody go look for him right now and be like, whoa, that guy looks intense.
On the MLB app?
Yeah, MLB app, MLB.com, wherever. But yo, like, Clark was really struggling. And it was to the point where, it was the Yankees were down 4-0, and everybody's like, why are you still in there? Why are you still in there? It's like, bro, the Yankees kind of needed somebody to take it on the chin a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, they did because it was like, we cannot keep going to the bullpen early like this. It's killing us, especially the fact that we have all of these injuries. We got to kind of figure it out. So we were able to figure that out. That's good. Ian Hamilton was able to come in and kind of bridge the gap a little bit for us. Very important because in the top of the 4th inning, Chris, top of the 4th inning, Franchys Cordero hits a freaking bomb. A 3-run bomb, bro, and makes it 4-3. We're now in the game. When that happened and the ball left the park, I was like, we got a game. We got a game. Let's go. I like that. So exactly. So then that's good. The 6th inning, Oswaldo, who had a great day, went 3 for 4, I think.
He went 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. And,
3 for 4, 3 RBIs.
3 for 4, 3 RBIs. 3 for 4, 3. Yo, so and I love that for him because you can see that it was really bothering him. You know what I mean? Because like, and they sat him. They sat him for like what? 2 games? 3 games?
2 games. But you know what? I don't think it bothered him because the thing is that I met up, like I was there early before the game. I talked to Sevi. I was like, yo, Sevi, first of all, don't ever beat my ass like that at MLB The Show in person again. Okay? Like, that was disrespectful. You won 12 zip like that. I don't, like, that's not cool. And he said, oh, man, you should have told me you were live. I would have won by 20. I said, all right, cool, whatever. Anyway, so I see Nestor, I seen all of those dudes, but I did have a conversation with Oswaldo, and I'm like, yo, let's go. Don't worry about everything. I was like, today, mete mano, mete mano. He's like, yeah, you know, that's what I'm gonna try.
So you're saying that Oswaldo's resurgence is because of JoezMcfly?
I mean, guys, I don't want to take responsibility for that. I mean, I'm sure he deserves credit, but I'll take 20%. All right. So
20% not bad.
Yeah, 20% not bad. 20% not bad. You know what I mean? I'll take 20% for that. I talked to him. He was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I was talking to Herman. He's like, yo, you out here with no coat? I'm like, I'm good, bro. I'm about it. You know? And then I put on my coat after because it started getting cold. So that was it. But yeah, after the Yankees, you know, Oswaldo took the lead for the Yanks 5-4. We're like, oh shit, let's go. You know, this is kind of like what we want right now, but it doesn't matter. A lead isn't a lead until you got to shut down inning, man. And they got to shut. You know, they tied it up. It was a back and forth game, bro, all the way till. You know, there's some questionable decisions. You know, when Boone took out Cordero, we'll talk about that next. Like
took out Cordero or brought in Cordero? Because I saw that you had a like not so much an issue, but it was like
he took out Cordero. He took out Cordero and he put in in Cordero as well. The other Cordero. He just got Cordero crazy a little bit.
He probably thought it was the wrong Cordero. He switched.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, he made him pitch.
Made him pitch. Yeah.
I mean, the way that he was spiking the ball, it looked like it was Franchys Cordero pitching. But
yo, Franchie could do it. So that arm, like.
Well, I don't know. It's not too accurate. So
it's not too accurate, but it's something you can hone in, like something like he has it. I'd rather him have a powerful arm and that we could kind of like fix as opposed to just IKFs.
I didn't understand some things. We'll talk about that, whatever, in a few. Game 2.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, Game 2 was like the Yankees came out and we had Johnny Brito comes up. We'll talk about injuries later and all that stuff, man. But Brito comes up and shows out yet again, man. I love Johnny Brito. People were saying burrito. I'm like, yo, he rapping batters up, whatever it is. I don't know. We'll figure something out with that.
Hey, listen, I like that.
Love that. Yankees won 4-1. Volpe gets his first extra base hit of his career, and it was a triple. Show the speed, Chris. I love that. He showed his speed. He looked good.
He didn't even. He was going.
All right. Yes.
He was going.
He was.
That guy was not stopping.
He wasn't stopping.
Look at the third base coach. He was like, "Yo, bro, now I'm gonna make it."
Right.
Wow.
This game never felt, even though Baltimore had the first run or whatever it is, because the inning could have been worse, Chris, and he was able to hold it in, get out of it, no problem, and then he was able to kind of like keep going, and he gave the Yanks a much needed, especially after the Clark outing, gave the Yankees 5 innings of 3-hit ball. Great job, Jordan Brito.
Ben don't break, man. That first inning could have gone.
Yes.
And could have gone crazy. First and third, no outs.
Yeah.
They got the sac fly, but he got out of it. Yeah. And one of the things that we're worried about is the high pitch count. Well, he got 5, man. He did it.
5. Did a good job. King comes in.
Good job, man.
King comes in. Dead arm. What are you talking about? He looked great. 2 innings of 3 strikeouts. Great job. Wandy comes in. He does his Wandy things. 2 strikeouts in that 1 inning, and then Holmes is looking like a return to form, and the Yankees win 4-1. Great job. I don't know if there's anything else from this game.
I want to give you talked about Stanton's monster home run. Hicks.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Let's give a shout out to Hicks.
Yeah, I got it. You know what? Yeah, we got to clap.
Let's give a shout out to Hicks.
Got to clap. Fair is fair.
Fair is fair. RBI base hit. You know what I mean? DJ looked amazing. I mean, we
Yes.
know DJ looked amazing out there. But yeah, that's basically, and obviously Mike King and Holmes, what they doing. We had that worry in the previous
Yes.
pod. They did what they did in this series, so that's great.
Stanton hit a man's homer. Okay? You go homer left field at Camden Yards. That's like the place of gods, kind of. That's like they should just call that place Olympus because only like gods go there and shit. Like
The gods go there.
seriously, like there's only a few people that hit homers there. It just doesn't happen. And Giancarlo hit a no doubt shot. And the way that I love the way he holds the bat after he hits the homer. He holds it like a piece of lumber, like whatever, man. Like it's a toothpick.
He holds it like a house. You're like a toothpick.
Yeah, he picks his teeth after like with the bat.
He flicks it. He just flicks it.
Yeah, he flicks that shit. Get out of here.
Stanton Ramon, like.
Right, San Ramon. Chico.
No, but overall, man, great win. Great team win here. And game 3.
Game 3.
I didn't watch this game. I was out and about.
Oh yeah, you were
I was keeping up, obviously, on the socials.
Yeah.
So I did see the 2 homers from Judge.
Was watching this game with Jeff. Was watching this. Judge had his 2 homers today. What a beast! On the other side, Adley Rushman is a force to be reckoned with, guys.
Joe, let's talk about Adley Rushman. That guy.
I mean, we're gonna talk about our impressions on the Orioles later on, but it's like Adley Rushman is gonna be. He's a real one, guys. He really is.
He's gonna be one of those Yankee killers. Man.
Yeah, he's gonna be one of those guys. He's one of the. He's a good.
He's a Dwight.
He's a Dwight. A Dwight good.
A Dwight good.
But yeah, in this game, it was. Excuse me. Cordero again remaining hot. I was just taking this opportunity. Love that. Mullins annoying because he stole a homer. Cordero hit the 2-run shot. Giancarlo had the RBI, so he had a really good series up in Baltimore. He needed, but Nestor, we got to give our flowers, and the claps for the game go to Nestor because Nestor continues over his dominance over Baltimore. And 5 in the third, 4 hits. 3 of those hits were Adley Rushman. So, I mean, whatever. Anyway, and, 2 runs because the 2 runs were allowed on inherited runners, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I thought he looked great. They would have let him go further. He looked like he fatigued a little bit. Breo came in and let those 2 runners score, but then he pitches 1 inning. Marinaccio came in. They kind of wanted to stay away from him, but he came in and got some outs as well. Cordero, a bounce back for Cordero, maybe not. Gave up an earned run, gave up a bomb there. Didn't
to Rushman.
Didn't like that to Rushman. I mean, he's just a beast. And then Holmes comes in, to be honest, and looks great. That's back-to-back games of Holmes looking great. The way he started out was a little shaky, but now he's looking like the Holmes we remember from the first half of last year.
Listen, as long as we have as long as Holmes is on lockdown, the bullpen, we're gonna figure it out. Mike King obviously looks like he's back, but getting Holmes right, that's huge.
Yes,
that's huge.
That is huge. And
Joe, tell me about what happened with the glove situation with Nestor, the 41, the 44. What was it?
I don't know anything about that. What
there was something with the umpire about the 44 on the glove or something like that. I don't know. It was something weird. That they stopped the game and the glove was bothering. I don't know. It was something weird, but with Nestor's glove.
The glove.
But I'm glad we won for sure.
I'm glad we won for sure.
I'm glad we won. Judge definitely did his thing, and we got another series here. I love it.
Got another series, so that's good. And speaking of that, this now makes This now makes 3 series in a row, Chris, at the Yankees win. And the way I look at this, I don't know how you look at this. 3 series in a row is great. I mean, especially you're going up against these teams and whatnot. But the fact that the Yankees don't have their full team, and they're still figuring out ways to win series, I think is important. I think that that's great. It's character building. I think it's a great time right now to go through your growing pains and you're still winning, right? Because I think, people like, Clark Schmidt doesn't feel good, but, Clark Schmidt, Jimmy Cordero, Brito, and
Body.
Volpe, and all of those kids, the people that we have, if we're losing, we're like losing every series. The Yankees right now are in DEFCON 5. It's like, it's a lot more pressure, and we got the Guardians, starting tomorrow, which that team is tough. I've been watching the Guardians, been watching a lot of baseball with baseball being back.
Mm-hmm.
The Guardians are a tough, pesky, annoying fucking team, bro. Like they will base hit you to death. Okay, they will bloop you all day. Like it's like, how the hell you guys got 4 runs in this inning? It's like, we just figure it out. They do that. So
keep rocking babies.
Exactly. Even though I didn't like what they did, and who was it? Seattle's closer. He turned. Yeah, Naylor grounded out, and then he turned around. Naylor didn't see him, and he goes like this, kind of like he didn't even show his arms were going like this. He just went like this.
Yeah, like he was like trying to hide it. Like
bro, don't do that, bro. Like, don't do that. I get it, whatever. But if you're gonna do this, do this, like how Glaber did.
Like Glaber does it, yeah, like standing on second base.
Yeah, come on. He went. He stood up. Glaber stood up at second base where everybody could see him. He said, "What's good?"
They were good.
Yeah, but anyway, they will bloop you to death. But yeah, 3 series in a row, despite injuries. 2 big starting pitchers being out of our rotation, despite Loaizaga being out, which we'll talk about injuries, and some other people being down, and Hicks situation, and everything. Despite all of that stuff, the Yankees are still figuring out ways to win series, and that's important.
That's what you got to do.
That's what it's. That's. I mean,
that is what it's all about. How Mariano used to say.
Yeah, that's what it's all
absolutely, absolutely. It's just showing you what they have. It's showing you the depth. Even though it looks depleted a little bit, because it feels like every week somebody's going down. Unfortunately,
right.
Early in the season, obviously. So if injuries are going to come into play, you want to get it out of the way early in the season.
Yes.
I'm very nervous about Loaizaga. And we'll get more into the whole thing.
Injuries,
but overall, we got a Slambio. I mean, we got
Ian Hamilton is kind of nasty.
Ian Hamilton is nasty. What I like about it is that it looks like we don't want to go back to this next man up situation, but unfortunately, that's what we have to go through in the first couple months, and the Yankees look like they have people that are going to step up, so
yeah,
I love it.
We're
winning, so I'm good.
Won the series. That's awesome. We do have, but in that series, game 1, one of the things that were kind of like contested, and I even had questions. Game 1, Boone made some weird decisions, right? And the decisions were, I'm going to take out Franchy Cordero to put in IKF in a situation with a runner on third and less than 1 out, and we'll talk about what he said about Hicks, but there's it. That decision, I don't know. Did you agree with it or not? What did you think when it happened? What did you think?
Taking out Cordero, or putting in Cordero?
His decision of taking out Franchy Cordero to put in IKF.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
I didn't like. I know Boone was. He said he wanted a hit there. And it was because it was a lefty. No, it was a lefty that came in.
It was a lefty that came in.
Out. And how many hits did Franchy Cordero have? Or how many lefties did Franchy Cordero have a hit against today? But sometimes the move that you don't make is the best one, and you try to make the perfect move, and it just bites you in the ass. He was looking for a hit there or contact, and it just didn't work out. So when it doesn't work out, you look crazy.
Yes. So I thought being there at the stadium, watching how Cordero was taking his at bats, I'm like, give him the at bat. Like later, how many lefties do they possibly have in their pen? Give him the at bat. If he doesn't come through, then it's fine. Later on, you're gonna have another guy that's a righty that you're probably gonna face. For Cordero's gonna be there. I can't if it's not the guy that I want. Like, he's
not in a position where you need a hit.
Does he have a hit yet? He had a hit today, right?
Yeah, he
had a hit today. But yeah, to that point, he was, I think, 0 for 12, and it wasn't looking good. It was like, what are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. If my man had at least 3 to 4 hits,
right?
Like he's been doing something. Obviously, he hasn't been getting a lot of playing time, except for when he's playing in center field or when he had to take over for Donaldson after he got hurt. But he's not really doing anything with the bat at this point in time.
Right.
Leave the guy that you had in the lineup. You know what I mean? Especially after today, I don't think that's gonna happen again.
Well, the other decision was, his decision to take out, to bring in Cordero, right? Jimmy Cordero, and that it was a tie game in the 7th inning. It was tied 7-7. You're on the road. The Yanks, I think we're believing that the Yanks can score again against this team. And he brings in, Cordero, who he just doesn't do it, like.
He didn't have it.
Right. Actually, Marinaccio came in that was in the 6th. So he pitched in the 6th. In the 7th, he walked Mountcastle. Marinaccio, and then he struck out Henderson. So it looked like Boone was trying to piece it together there, and then he brought in Cordero. At the time, Jake and I were asking each other, like, why wouldn't you bring in Wandy there and all of this stuff? Do you agree with that move? Because he came in, he bounced some pitches, and Arias doubled, and he made it 6-5, and then Adam Frazier grounded out, and then a wild pitch.
There was a weird
made it
play
7-5, and a walk. Then he got Mateo to ground out. Like, do you agree with that move?
No. There was a weird play too in the field. I think at short, that was the game. That I don't know. It was a weird play too. But I don't know. I think Boone, like you said, he just wanted to make the right move, and it just didn't work out there with Jimmy Cordero. I don't think that's the guy that you got to bring into that situation. You want to bring a guy that's been there before.
Who?
I do, like a Wandy. That was the 7th inning, right?
Yeah. So okay. So that's what I thought initially, right?
Was he available? Was Wandy available?
He was. He pitched later. But what
is it?
What I was thinking is that Boone was in a tough spot, right? And we don't know. We don't know in that moment. That's why in my maturity of becoming a fan, I was like, why the hell would he make that decision? Like, why wouldn't you go after this win? I've now learned that the manager, the players that are all playing that day, they all want to win that game. I'm convinced of that. I'm convinced that it's not just the fans that want to win every single game. They want to win every single game as well. However, Boone is given every single day. He has a deck of like 26 cards, right?
Yeah.
To play with. And I was thinking about this. He's given a deck of 26 cards to play with. The other manager as well. And you got to play your hands, and you're playing against each other. That day, you'll take out your 4. That's four cards of that you can't use. You got to discard because those are your starting pitchers. And then you have your position players, your bench players, or whatever that you can deploy at any point in time. I started to think, Chris, Boone starts to realize things like, things that we don't know. Like, hey, this person's not available. We didn't know about the Loaizaga injury. We didn't know that, obviously King with the whole dead arm thing, maybe they wanted to stay away from him. They wanted to we don't know certain things, right? We don't know what we don't know is what I'm trying to say. So you don't know if he was playing with less cards in his deck. Donaldson was in his cards, but he could not use it, right? So those are things that I started to think about and thinking Boone is thinking, hey, my closer for today is probably X player. Wandy is probably going to be my 8th inning guy. You know, like, I don't really have too much at the back of the. And then Schmidt does what he does in the beginning of the game.
That's what I was gonna say. Schmidt went 3 1/3.
Right.
So,
then
he kind of completely derailed.
Right.
Yeah.
So then that kind of kills you. And I started thinking about that. So then I think, like, maybe that was the spot where he was in the lineup, looking at, like, maybe he's thinking, like, his stuff would play better against that part of the lineup. Because him bringing out Marinaccio again and trying to get the outs, and, you know, it looked like he was trying to piece it together, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the moment, no. In the moment, I'm thinking, what the hell are you doing, Boone? Because, you know, emotional fan or whatever it is. But when you sit back and you think about it, I'm thinking, like, maybe other people weren't available that we don't know. You know, like, and he was trying to keep Wandy. If he would have wasted Wandy there, Cordero had to pitch in the game sometime, you know? So it's either we bring him in the 7th inning of a tie game or in the 8th or 9th inning, whatever it is. Cordero, it's on Cordero too. So
yeah, because at the end of the day, Cordero has to get them out.
He has to get
That's
them
why
out.
you out there.
That's
you
just
know?
what it is, you know.
Yeah,
and he, you know, he came out today, and there's opportunity out there. I put it like that. We'll talk about that after, but that's what I think. So I don't think that decision was as bad because maybe Boone was put between a rock and a hard place. That's what I think. I could be wrong. The next thing that I did see here is that injuries suck, Chris.
We previously mentioned Jonathan Loaizaga. Unfortunately, our guy, he's on the IL.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's 15-day IL, retroactive to April 6th with right elbow inflammation.
The IL is getting a little longer, but I just want to remain healthy in the indispensable spots, right? Well, I think that we're getting, you know, hurt. Loaizaga is a big blow, obviously. I think that people, like, you know, that we're getting back, the people that we're getting back, like, you know, Rodon was actually going to be, he had a baby, so congrats to him.
It's a boy. It's a boy.
Had a baby. Rodon is getting healthy. He's about to start throwing to batters. I think in a simulated game tomorrow, if I've seen what Joey said correctly. And then the other thing is the Luis Severino, who I spoke to, also said that he was throwing from 120 feet, and he's going to start throwing a bullpen as well. And then so that's coming. I think getting those two back will inevitably actually make our bullpen even better because a lot of those relievers that are now, or a lot of those guys that are starting, may be going to the bullpen now. Like you'll have maybe a Schmidt, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. Herman, even though Herman didn't pitch as bad, but yeah. So there's that.
Donaldson on the 10-day IL, but they think that he's only gonna need just 10 days, but with a right hamstring strain. But they say that he might be good.
Yeah.
Tommy Kahnle was transferred to the 60-day IL, but no concern. It's not that he had a setback.
Yeah, it's
just that they needed
it's just a time period thing. Yeah,
just a time period.
He's gonna need about a whole month to build up anyway, so it's retroactive. So I'm not worried about that.
And
Peraza, we were wondering why the hell. I thought that he was going to come up because the Yankees took him out of the lineup.
Right.
And it's not. He has like a sore hamstring, so they're giving him some days.
Yeah. Hamstring tightness.
Hamstring tightness.
Yeah, tightness.
So not quite a strain, just tightness.
Yeah, just tight.
Yeah. Then you have Loaizaga, which sucks. With Loaizaga, he goes down with the right elbow inflammation.
Are you nervous about that?
They're saying it's not ligament related. But they gave him a shot in there, and he won't.
Cortisone shot, yeah.
Cortisone shot. He won't pick up a ball for a couple of days, and all of that stuff. So,
you ever got a cortisone shot, dude?
I have not, but I think I want one.
I got one on my hip.
How is it?
If it feels good. It feels good
Really?
for the first couple of days. Yeah, it does. It feels good for the.
I want, bro. I don't know what's going on. Like my right elbow, I don't know if playing blitzball is kind of weird. I might need a cortisone shot, a stem cell or two, some
talk, talk to A-Rod. Like, yo, A-Rod, a stem cell, man.
some HGH. Put that shit
That's
in there, you know what I mean? So, some
Brolic
Bowco, some good
Brolic
old,
has arms in the morning.
some good old Bowco and shit. Come out here
like the PinstripeStrong arm.
Well, PinstripeStrong arm, yo, bring that out. You know what I mean? So
No, but real quick, because I know you posted this as well. Harrison Bader.
Yes.
Max T. Goodman, shout out to Max T. Goodman on Twitter, continues to progress from his oblique injury.
Yes.
To start to play in some rehab games in a week or 10 days.
I like that. Getting Harrison Bader back will shore up a lot of issues in the outfield. The question is, now, this is an interesting question. Let's just hop into that right now.
Opportunities?
Opportunities. Sometimes
made.
A great man once said, Chris.
Yes.
It's always the same thing. Sometimes
opportunities are never lost.
Opportunities are never lost. It is said sometimes you have a little bit more difficulty than opportunity, and sometimes you have a little bit more opportunity than difficulty, but it's all still the same. There's opportunities out there, the opportunities for the taking, and who is going to take it is the question. Hicks right now is not hitting. He has the opportunity to hit. When he does not take it. He did get a hit. He has some productive at-bats, I guess you can say, when he did play. Franchy Cordero has an opportunity as well. He looks good. So good to the point that the manager says that he loves the way that the ball is coming off of his bat. That's good when the manager is looking toward you for hitting, right? When he talked about Hicks, he's talking about Hicks like, well, I wanted IKF in because it was more of a contact situation, not an on-base situation. The man is a switch hitter, not a switch walker. So he's like looking at him as like, hey, if I need a walk, then I'll bring up Hicks. If I need a hit, anybody else? Like, that's not good. So I'm sure Hicks wants to change that, and hopefully he gets the opportunity to do that. But right now, the ones taking advantage of their opportunities are Franchi. The ones taking advantage of their opportunities are, Cabrera, who now goes back out there. And when he does go back out there, does what he does, and he plays great defense.
Anywhere.
Yeah, in the outfield, looking great. And he plays with an energy and exuberance that you love. It's infectious. I love that. I want that part of my team. He needs to play. So now, when Bader comes back, that's your starting center fielder. Hicks, Judge now moves to right. Who's going to be in left field? Probably the one, Cabrera. Stanton's going to be a DH. But Franchi, he's not going to play every single day. Franchi right now has played himself into a position where he's like, well, I can play. And Boone likes him. Hicks has 3 years, $30 million left on his contract. When that happens, will they force the hand to the point where they say, you know what? It makes no sense for us to keep a guy that we only look at as a walk. We don't even look for him toward defense because IKF plays over you when it comes to center field defense. That's horrible. That's crazy. So to me, right now, like when you're the pecking order and all of that stuff, Hicks is playing himself out. We might see a DFA. You think that we'll DFA him, Chris?
Shit.
That would be crazy.
Yo, if we wake up that morning, we see that tweet from Joel Sherman or John Heyman,
right?
DFA Hicks. It's like, oh man, anything is possible.
I'll be honest,
anything is possible. I mean, they traded for Donaldson and IKF. Anything is possible. But once Bader comes back, he looks like the odd man out, man.
Chris,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be honest. I love the way the Yankees are moving. Hey, if you want this opportunity if you're outplaying everybody, then you know what, you're gonna get it, and that's how it should be. It wasn't like that for years.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's not so much like there's no opportunity. You got to create that yourself. You can't go out there,
Correct.
go 0 for 3. You know what I mean? Can't really get on base. Looking at pitches, striking out,
Right.
not playing great defense. I don't know. He just looks like the odd man out.
I mean,
He looks like the odd man out at this point in time. I'm glad he got a hit. Got the RBI, first RBI of the year, but my bro, I don't know, man. It's looking kind of scary out here.
yeah, and you know what? We're trying to. It's about winning a championship, right? So, it's not anything personal or anything like that. We're just trying
Go
to
off. Go off against the Guardians.
Exactly, go off, bro.
Go
you
off,
go
see?
off. You go off and you get more playing time. It's very
That's it.
simple. Look at Ian Hamilton as another guy taking advantage of his opportunity. You know? Jimmy Cordero has an opportunity. So now if they had to choose between one of those two, who are they choosing? Probably Hamilton.
Right.
You know? Like, nothing should be given. And I'm not saying
Nothing.
any of those two guys are expecting anything to be given, all right? Don't misconstrue my words, but there's opportunity out there, so take it. You know, there's only 26 spots on a roster. There's 40 spots on a roster as well. You know? On a major league roster, there's 26 spots. So you got to be able to play. You got to be able to help the team because you can't carry dead weight. That's just what it is. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. I am sorry. And I don't...
agree.
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
All right.
No, show results, man. That's how it is.
Yeah. And, I mean, last thing I wanted to talk about was the impression on the Orioles. It's the first time that we see this AL East opponent who, for me, I actually had, preseason, I actually had them ranked higher than the Red Sox. I think the Red Sox are going to be last place. We'll see. With it's a long season. Anything could happen. But I'm really excited for them because of what that fan base, was. I went to that ballpark, Chris. People are excited.
Yo,
they're
hyped.
They're having parties out there. It's dope. I love that. And I think that every fan base should, have that. Going through losing, it sucks. It must suck.
Home field advantage actually feels pretty good, I'm sure, for the Orioles fans.
Well, I don't know. One of the
fans.
Who was it that hit the ball today? They hit a fly ball to left and was like shaking his head. Like I think it was it Rushman? No, it wasn't Rushman. He didn't make out today. It was let me see. It was
No, what I'm saying is like
Mountcastle.
Mountcastle
Hit a ball to left field. He popped it up and he's like, "That's not a home run."
No, but what I'm saying is like there were Yankee fans trying to take over, like let's go Yankees, and then you hear the Orioles fans boo. So
Yeah.
it's like before it was like, oh, that's the Yankees. We're coming here, all our fans are here,
Right.
cheering or whatever. Like it feels like we're in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
We can't say that anymore.
Can't.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool.
Orioles are good, man. So my impressions on them is like really good. I think that they're
Tough.
their pitching is what needs work. They needed to address their pitching because I think that they can hit.
What happened to John Means?
Who?
He's
Me?
hurt. John Means is hurt. Well,
I
he
think-
didn't pitch a series. Is that what it is?
I think
John Means. Let me see. Is he still Oriole?
I think he's all. Well, let me see.
He was probably out.
No, John Means had I think he had. Did he have Tommy John?
Oh yeah, I think he's out for the year. Correct us if we're wrong. Chat.
He hasn't pitched this year.
He hasn't.
So I think
right?
I think yeah. Yeah, he's on the 60-day IL with left elbow UCL surgery. Yeah, Tommy
Gotcha.
John.
Yeah, he's out.
So he's done. But they didn't sign. They didn't sign anyone like pitching wise, really.
No, they didn't. They not anything. At least nobody that's, But they do have, from what I've heard, they do have some studs in the minors. So they are coming. I mentioned it. I want to say maybe a couple years ago. We talked about it. Orioles are going to be a tough out eventually.
Yeah.
And then they got some guys, man. They got their rookie shortstop Henderson, is it?
Yes. Erica said he died of cholera on Oregon Trail. You remember that game, Oregon Trail, where you'd be like, "Oh, this guy died of dentistry or dentistry or whatever." It's crazy. The game just ends at that point. It just ends.
That's the throwback. God damn. But yeah, man, they're a tough out, man. And as soon as Adley Rutschman came up, like the energy around the team kind of shifted for me. Like when I saw that, I'm like, oh, okay, they got a guy.
Really good. Really
they got a
good.
him. You know what I mean? Like he's him. That guy.
The people that work in the ballpark were so nice. The fans that are there are like really nice. I seen the Oriole. I hate him. But
the bird.
Yeah, the bird, bro. Like, and Jake hates the bird. He says, I hate the bird. Didn't like him. But other than that, like I think that they're gonna be a pesky team. Last year when they were getting hot, I'm so glad that our games were done by the time that the Orioles got hot last year, because they were like playing spoiler and they almost made the playoffs last year. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So our first impressions are, I think they're not the echelon team of the AL East, but they'll be good and they'll be there and they'll give you, your fits, but they can't pitch, but they can hit. How about that?
I still got them behind the Jays.
Yes.
I got them behind the Rays and of course the Yankees, but yeah, they're on the come up.
They're on the come. All right, cool. So we have. Did we? Oh yeah, that's our 5. Wow, we flew through our 5 topics ASAP. All right,
we have through our 5 topics.
Chris.
Yes.
Are you ready for?
Awards.
Some awards. We'll give some awards because we did not give them last time, so we said that we're gonna do it on Sundays. And today is especially special. I'm about to say a special Mad Dominican, especially special because it is the Lord's Day, so it's a double Lord's Day. So we gotta go ahead. We're doubling it up here. Who had the best week for the Yanks?
Franchys. Low key.
I don't have
low
this.
Key.
Yeah, Are you choosing Franchys?
Franchys Cordero has 7 RBIs.
So you're going with Franchys?
No, I'm not going with Franchys.
Who you going with?
I go first because we're away.
Go first because this is the first one that we do. So I'll let you go first. Then next week I go first, and then we'll do it like that.
Let me see who had a great week. You know what? This is after this. We're gonna have this pat down. Right now I need a little bit of time. Right now. Because I gotta look at both. You know what? I'm gonna give it a Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton gets your weekly award there, huh?
I'm gonna give it a Giancarlo. You know what I mean? He didn't have a great series in Philly or versus the Phillies. But you know what I mean? Like he had a hit. He batted 125 in that series, right? He did have a walk, he had an RBI, but he came into this series here batting 417. Had 2 RBIs, had that mammoth home run, 3 runs scored, no walks. We could fix that. But I think one of the things that I want to bring up, I know Joey Stats, he said something about Stanton that I want to bring up here real quick. Let me see. Okay, so he said, Giancarlo Stanton, 8 games, 32 at-bats, only have 4 strikeouts. Joe.
That's good.
That's really good. You know what I mean? Because one of the main things for the 2 big guys with Judge and Stanton, cutting down the strikeouts. So far, so good. He's my guy. Who's yours?
I mean, okay, PinstripeStrong performer for me. I kind of feel dumb not picking Judge, but I'm not going to go with Judge because he doesn't want it. He's a captain, so he doesn't want the first one.
Yeah, he doesn't want the first one.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it to Gleyber Torres. I thought Gleyber Torres had a really good week this week. Chris said, "Oh, he took a step back in this series."
I did not say step
Well,
back.
I don't know. Anyway, Glaber had a on base of 417 in this series. He had a on base of like 700 something last series. Glaber has been getting going. At least, even though in this series he didn't hit as much, he still found a way to get on base, which is great. I love that. I love that Glaber's like putting himself in the action whichever way that he can. So I'm going with Gleyber Torres, man. You're my pitcher, strong performer, so I appreciate you and I love you.
I love you, man.
I love you, man.
I love you too, though. Let's get married, man.
I love you too, dog.
Hey, Chappelle. Are we going with the lackluster player? What are we doing? What are we naming?
We
this?
could.
The lackluster player of the week. You go first with that.
Oh shit.
It's probably not going to be the lackluster. We're going to find a different name.
We'll find a name. I don't know. Maybe you guys give us ideas. We're still searching for the name because I don't want to call him you trash anymore.
Yeah, we need a thesaurus.
It's just they had a bad series.
Yeah, they had a bad series. That's what.
Okay.
It's a little tough. This is tough, especially if it's the whole. I think like the lackluster should be like per series.
See, if I give it to Hicks, it's like he doesn't.
Yeah,
he's not playing.
Yeah, he's not really playing.
So I can't really like give it to Hicks.
Right.
Right. Like
The problem is like if we give lackluster, but they did bad in the game in the first series and then good in the second series.
It feels weird because I met his dad and I hung out with him. His dad is really cool and
no, but he's not trash. Remember?
He's not. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give it to Clark Schmidt.
Good job.
You know, like I want him to do well so bad because I like the kid. He's like so dope, and then two, it's like. He has some good stuff. It's just he can't pitch to lefties, and the Orioles loaded up with lefties, and it's just, I don't know. Clark Schmidt did not look good. Clark Schmidt, in a day where Boone, remember, he did not have the cards in his deck, was hoping, hey, can you at least give me, like, he's like, hey, man, just give me 5, all right? Like, maybe 4? Like, you know, and it was just like,
So Boone is playing Yu-Gi-Oh in the back.
Yankees falling. Yeah, Boone is playing. He says, ha ha! I play my trap card, Cordero.
Boonio.
He says, you fool.
Seto.
You fool. You thought that would destroy me, Boone? I play Rios. In attack mode. Yes.
Man
said, "What am I think I got a dark magician here. Can I use that?" No, you out. Your turn's over.
No, you got Hicks.
I summon Pot of Greed, so I can be able to draw 3 more cards. All right, that's a deep cut. If you know what that is, then you know what that is. It's just,
man. Go watch Yu-Gi-Oh on Netflix.
Summoning Pot of Greed. That's not the way the card works.
That's not how it works. I'm gonna go Herman.
Herman,
man.
Chris
My man, it's a weird line.
I thought you were gonna go IKF.
No.
I mean, he's getting at bats. All right. Well, what
he is getting. He only played 1 game this series.
What are you gonna say about Herman?
It's a weird line because he got 8 Ks, but he gave up 4 runs, 2 homers. He didn't finish 5, 4 2/3. You know, and if we're gonna give it a Clark Schmidt, for not doing what he got to do to preserve the bullpen, then we got to give it a Herman too.
He had 8 Ks though. I feel he had.
It's weird.
Yeah, but he had. Weird. I feel like
he gave up 2 homers.
I feel like his stuff was unlucky though. The Yankees didn't hit that game.
No, I know that, but I'm talking about his line because he still gave up 2 homers. You know, he got 8 Ks, but yeah, it's great in fantasy. but nah, I'll give it to Herman.
Yeah.
But
all right.
But IKF, you're not in Hicks territory. You could get it too. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens in the next series coming up.
We'll see. All right. Well, Chris is tough. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm tough today. I'm tough.
This is tough. All right, cool. Well, we have a quiz. We did a quiz last week, and people liked it. So I'm gonna go ahead and run a quiz again this week, Chris. Let me see here. Give me one.
Guys, just to let you know, I have no idea what the quiz is gonna be.
Why not?
Because you didn't tell me.
Oh yeah. I was confused for a second. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why not?
Yeah, I don't know what the quiz is. I don't know the questions.
We're
all gonna find out together.
We're gonna find out together. Okay, so this is the quiz here. The quiz is, how many people can you name? Retired numbers. These are the retired numbers. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do this, man. These are the retired numbers in Monument Park. This was a point of contention last podcast, because people were talking about, like, yo, let's stop retired numbers. Some people were saying that Reggie Jackson, oh, shit, I spoiled one, shouldn't have his number retired. All right, let's start the quiz. All right, let's start number one. Oh,
some people.
Some people. All right, we started, right? 3 minutes. Okay, who we got? Oh, shit.
Babe Ruth.
Oh, shit, it's not typing. Reggio? What the fuck? This shit is... It's lagging. No, guys. No. This is...
No.
What the fuck? What's going on? It's lagging like crazy. I can't even type. No, hold on. We got to pause this. This is getting crazy.
Yeah, pause it. What the hell?
I don't know how to pause it.
I don't know how to pause.
Okay.
Take me away.
Why is it lagging like that? How do I start it again? Okay. Why is this shit lagging so much, bro? It's just driving me crazy. Somebody said DJ LeMahieu. Okay.
Like a cat.
Reggie Jackson. Okay.
We started?
Yes.
Okay. Phil Rizzuto.
Derek Jeter. Hold on. Phil Rizzuto. Okay.
Yeah, Rizzuto with 2 Z's.
Casey Stengel.
Casey Stengel.
Oh,
Joe
shit,
Torre.
How do you spell Stengel? Oh, shit.
Joe
Stengel.
Torre. Yogi Berra.
How do you spell?
Casey Stengel. C-A-S-E-Y.
Hold on. Oh, who?
Casey Stengel is C-A-S-E-Y.
I know how to spell the first name. It's just...
Stengel. Isn't it S-T-E-N-G-E-L?
N-G-E-L? No, it's not.
How you spell Stengel?
How do you... Oh, Jesus. Bro, this shit is lagging.
Yeah, it is. S-T-E-N-G-E-L. I'm right. S-T-E-N-G-E-L. Stengel.
Oh, my God. This shit is... Okay,
Joe
all right.
Joe DiMaggio. Mickey Mantle. Is Roger Maris numbers? He's number 9, right?
Yes.
Oh
my God, this shit is lagging. It's driving me crazy.
Elston Howard.
Hold on, you're going too fast. Elston Howard, Mariano, Rivera,
you got Derek Jeter, right?
I did get. Oh my God, this shit is. Yo, this is pissing me off. Rivera. I think I could just put their last name and it'll work. Yo, bro, no way, bro. Okay, who? Keep going, Chris. Wait, Babe Ruth.
Yeah, Babe Ruth.
I put Mickey Mantle already.
Yeah, you put Mickey.
Lou Gehrig.
You put Joe DiMaggio.
How do you spell Gehrig? I hate this, bro. This thing is lagging.
I think it's G-E-H-R-I-G. G-E-H-R-I-G, I think.
Okay.
That's how you spell Gehrig.
G-E-H-R-I-G. Okay. Gehrig. Who's... Okay. the other number 8. Oh, my God.
Is it Elston Howard?
Mattingly. Yo, I swear to God, this is not fair.
We lost. We lost? How many we got? How many we
I'm
got?
so pissed off right now because this thing lagged out crazy.
How many we got?
I don't
got
know.
like
There's a
5.
stupid ad.
We got like 5. Guys, somebody said Jacoby Ellsbury.
We got 12 out of 23, bro. We got
That's
all
not
of them.
bad. That's not bad. How many we missed? Like who else we missed?
Bro, we missed like all the 90s Yankees. Bernie, I couldn't even type his name.
No, you said wait, Bernie's 51 is retired? Oh yeah, it is.
Yes. No way.
It is.
I missed,
It is.
I missed
No, my bad.
Masada, Whitey Ford, like Billy Martin, Joe Torre. Like what?
No, I
what's
said-
we missed the whole 90s Yankees.
No, I said Joe Torre. I said Joe Torre and Derek Jeter. I said Derek Jeter. Joe
But I
Torre.
couldn't type fast enough. That's the
Mariano
thing.
Rivera. We got Mariano Rivera.
I need a faster type, like somebody to like put in the type.
Billy Martin was definitely one that we had to get. Billy Martin.
Bro, we had to get all of them. Honestly, but 3 minutes is kind of tough. I mean, I'll be honest, especially with the lag.
Yeah, 3 minutes is tough with the lag, but no more excuses. We got it next time.
What do you mean no more excuses? That's an excuse. You literally seen it on there. Like I had to pause it, bro. That shit was crazy.
Tom Gordon should be in Monday.
Somebody said Tom Gordon, Tony Womack.
Tom Gordon and Phoenix Heredia should be.
He said L.
And Scott Proctor should
He
be.
said
in.
L. Restart. Bro, that shit's so frustrating. People, hold on. Let me go back in the. Let me bring up the chat because people were saying, they're saying, "Yo, restart, Joe, restart." It's not even the internet. I just think that there's so many
it's
ads.
a website.
There's like 1 billion ads on this page.
Joe probably got like 30 tabs open.
I have no tabs open. There's only one tab. Bro, that's so disappointing, yo. Anyway, we got 52%. And
Yeah,
then
not bad.
average people got 45.
Yeah, not bad. The average Yankee
No,
fan.
we're supposed to get more than that. I actually know. The problem is I actually know all of these people. I couldn't type in, everything. You said Roger Maris, right? And I couldn't type it in. Joe Torre and Paul O'Neill and I'm so pissed off right now, bro.
It's all right, but even though we knew the names, we couldn't type it anyway. Because if you would have been able to type, then those names would have came up. We were caught up in the fact.
And then you can't. And then the spelling, like, why does the spelling have to like be a part of it? I don't want to spell.
You're right. It was dope, guys. We got the Guardians next.
Man. Get ready for that.
Who's pitching? What do you expect for the next series, Joe?
Well,
what are you looking forward to?
We got Bieber tomorrow. Do we have Garrett Cole on the bump tomorrow?
We got Herman versus Bieber on Monday.
Shit.
We got Cole versus Gadis. April 11, Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we got Schmidt versus Savali. And then we got the Twins.
Yankees need to just win this series. All right, that's it.
Just win the series.
That's my expectation. Win the series.
The series. You definitely got to win on Cold Day, and because you got Schmidt in the third game, we definitely got to win tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Whatever, man.
Definitely got to win tomorrow.
Can't believe we didn't get that right. Guys, thank you guys so much for joining us, for being a part of this, for being a part of us, and supporting us all the time. We'll be back next time. I'm going to go ahead this week. We're going to be uploading a bunch of videos to the YouTube channel, so make sure you guys subscribe and like to the channel as well. And from me and my brother and Chris, like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on and stay pinstripe strong. Let's go Yankees!